Leech Death Knight is actually pretty decent right now, and after the patch, maybe it's even gonna get stronger. So in this video I'm gonna give you a quick guide about Leech Death Knight, talk about mulligans, win rates, and some general tips so you know what you should be doing with and against this deck. If you enjoyed the video, a like and subscribe would be appreciated, but now let's get into the guide.
You are not prepared!
And this allows us to run cards like Airlock Breach, but it costs us the 2 mana of Vampiric Blood instead, so it gives and it takes. It's obviously called Leech because we have a couple of Husks, and all the Leech package with Sanguine Infestation, as well as Infested Breath, and this way you actually get to cheat out a lot of extra health, which does indeed help against things like Agam Warlock, which will be getting botched, but also extra health never hurt nobody. As other good payoffs, we also have Ferak in here, Shaladrisil, Kil'jaeden, and also Elise, and all of these could give you tons of value if you need it, but also they could be giving you a lot of tempo in some cases. Some of them at least. Going through the cards themselves, we have a couple of Morbid Swarms, all around great card both defensively and offensively. You could be getting it for a couple of ones, you could be dealing 4 damage if you have the corpses, that kind of stuff. Brittlebone Buccaneer is still pretty decent in here, even with the health nerf it's still good, and it is gonna give you Reborn on things like Dreadhound Handler, on Fallen Baron, and especially on Blob of Tar, which could be absolutely disgusting. The Dreadhounds are still giving you tons of corpses, Infested Breath is pretty good still, killing minions even through Divine Shields with ease. Single copy of Silk Stitching can also be quite the high roll. You could actually get yourself a Sanguine Infestation this way, which could be pretty nice. And you could even copy the minion with this thing with the help of Elise, and that is also gonna get the extra spell. Fallen Barons help you with the card draw, obviously. Blob of Tars are pretty nice, negative tempo for the opponent. Elise you could use in all sorts of different ways. You could use it for 1 mana, for 5, for 10, but usually you want to be getting yourself copies, you want to be discovering extra spells. You could also get the Rushers if you need them, the armor ain't too bad. The rest probably not so hot though. Xavius is also pretty nice, especially if it gives you something wonky and Hideous Husk, like a double Battle Cry, like summon an extra 2/2 Hideous Husk, which is not as insane after the nerf, but still kinda decent. But it can also give you anything in between for a lot of the other minions. You actually do have quite a few minions, so it's not exactly reliable. It's hand-picking you Hideous Husk, but it could. The Sanguine Infestation gives you a lot of good card draw. Corpse Explosion is a very good board clear. You don't need me to tell you that, but you do have to have some good corpse management for this to really work. Single copy of Foam Render can actually help you close out some games where things are going a little bit on the slow side, but be very strategic about how you're using your corpses, because you might actually end up dry when you need them for Corpse Explosion and such. Same can be said for Airlock Breach. This also does require a few corpses to actually give you the full potential, but in some cases you might even use it just for the single if the going gets tough, and it might be the difference between you winning and losing. Exarch Maladar can also be costing a lot of corpses, but if this thing allows it to drop something like a turn 5 or 6 Ferak, that might actually be kinda insane. Couple of Hideous Husks in here still, pretty decent, but keep in mind when they're sucking, if they're doing more than 1 damage, if the minion they're sucking from only has 1 damage, you're not gonna be getting 2 health to your hero, you're only getting the 1. Kil'jaeden still a pretty good safety net if things go very long, and with this deck they definitely can, but be careful how soon you play this guy, because getting yourself 1 big demon per turn is not exactly super amazing, especially if it costs you some good card draw and some good removals. Shaladrisil, pretty amazing card still. You could even get yourself extra copies of it through the Elise Discover spell stuff. Obviously it's not gonna happen often, but it did actually happen for me, so there's that. Ferak, a lot of times it could be amazing, but sometimes it could also screw you over with tons of card draw into fatiguing you, but obviously 9 times out of 10 Ferak would be pretty beneficial for you. Ziliax is the Twin Plus perfect module in here, so you can get a lot of extra healing, and you don't actually have too much extra healing out of this deck unless you discover something. So Ziliax is not to be used pretty loosely, because you are gonna need a good amount of healing out of him. And last but not least we have the Ceaseless, which usually does drop for 0 pretty easily for you. For the matchups we don't have damage stats, but as you're seeing, Protoss Priest would be pretty rough for you, because they are just gonna gain way too much random BS, because you can't really pressure people all that much. West Paladin is also a little bit on the negative, because they do have that sense of inevitability. Yeah, you are gonna clear board after board, but they're gonna build board after board after board, so that is 1 extra board you need to be clearing, and you probably won't. Agam Warlock is gonna be a pretty decent matchup for you, because you are indeed gonna get out of range for the most part, even though sometimes they can do some broken things, like you're gonna see from one of the games. For the mulligan going first, you are gonna try to get yourself the good cheap curve, so you can actually put stuff on the board and not fall behind too much. Dreadhound Handlers, Infested Breaths, Morbid Swarms, even the Brittlebone Buccaneer is still pretty decent tempo play. Fallen Baron for the card draw, Sanguine Infestation, especially if you're curving into it. Same can be said for Blob of Tower. Silk Stitching apparently is also pretty decent, especially if you already have a cheaper minion to put it on. Wouldn't mind curving into Elise or Nightmare Xavius, but try to be keeping only one 4-drop you're curving into. On the coin, again, we have much of the same stuff, but here you could even consider things like Corpse Explosion if you feel the matchup warrants it, so mulligan accordingly. All around that's it for the deck, definitely not on the cheap side, but if you want to be playing something a bit more control-y and a bit different, you might give Leech Death Knight a try. Hope you enjoyed the guide. If you did, like, subscribe, but now let's check out some of my games on my road back to top legend with it. Hope you enjoy.
Versus the Lich King. All will serve me in death.
Against the fellow Dickie. Let's try that. Follower Goal doesn't seem to be giving a fuck. Sludge. Let's get a couple of onesies.
When I shoot ya, it's gonna hurt.
Okay. Well, what does this mean? Oh, he discovered it, that's what it means. I could just snipe it off. I will, it gives him a little bit too much.
The citadel stands strong.
You can play that game. Strikes me as hand buff.
Citadel stands strong.
You can play that game. Strikes me as me, actually. A fellow leech sucker. Mildly annoying. That didn't go super cash money for me. Kinda fought... What did I fought? I don't even know what I fought. Yeah. Going into ghost mode. Going under. Son of a lich. Really hope he doesn't follow up with his. At least we suck the leech though. Doesn't. Another one. It's not super cash money, but it's still decent-ish. Might as well get the most out of it while we can. Left himself options. Things are not looking super great for me. Not super great at all. It's gonna be a 5-drop. Which 5-drop is it gonna be? I'll do this, but I don't feel super great about it. Hope he doesn't have a second one in there. Doesn't. Couple of Ziliaxes ain't too bad. It ain't too good either, but it's kind of fine. I can spend the corpses for now. Is that good? Is that right? Suck. Okay, I'm gonna explode that corpse, I guess. Should I look for some kill Jaden at this point? I might. None of that. Well, Farak ought to do it. Hold on to the beating stick. We're a little bit low on the corpses. On the corpse section. Wouldn't mind getting my Elise. Getting a little bit of extra value and such. Yikes. Couple of big men like that. Well, this might be a Farak turn for me. Leaves him with a couple of mana. What you got there, bud? Let's see that good old Farak attack. 4/4 still glowing, so apparently didn't kill everything. Okay. Let's put this on, let's make some room. Good news is I can actually corpse explode without killing my idiot. Bad news is he did this shit. See, now there's my problem. He did this shit. Yeah, I'ma do that. Yeah, I'ma do that.
I remember this place well.
You can play that game. Has his location lined up. That might be a problem. Bit excessive in it. That's a lot of damage. He's hard running this shit? Huh? Just for the sake of getting a copy with Elise? Wow. Get a load of this guy. Would you look at that?
I have seen creation, and I will bring destruction.
Kinda wanna see that airlock, bitch. Can I has?
The citadel stands strong.
Okay. At this point I can strum mouthing him. I'm gonna strum mouthing off. Burning Malchazar there, I don't know. Maybe we could have fit him in, but was he really worth it?
I have seen creation, and I will bring destruction.
Not gonna have a super easy time putting down Kill Jaden though. Maybe I will, I don't know. He still has a corpse explosion in there, I don't. Put a +4/+5 in there. Gonna have to handle that. If I go kill Jaden and freeze, it's a little bit too much. Hmm. Could just go with this. Let's try. I really hope the discount spell is something like a corpse explosion or something. Gex, he's getting a lot of value. I think this party mode lasted long enough. Dude really is getting tons of value there, like damn. Why didn't he just do that though? Wait, what? This thing has charge? Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, let's suck a little. Might be integral to my game plan. Yeah. The charge days. Sure. Okay, 3 damage to all minions, you say. Shoot to shoot. Let's see what this do. I could also hold on to it for a copy, but I don't know about that. That ain't helping me all that much, is it? Buffing all the hand, though. Let's try that, I don't know.
I'm not rooting for you. I can't turn this around.
It's kind of a good turn now, wasn't it? Problem is, Corpse Explosion is in my future, unless it's at the bottom of his deck, which I kinda doubt. But we're trying, okay? Begging for the corpse, isn't it? That is gonna be corpses for days. Would be nice if this thing gives me chill fallens. That's a lot of explosions. Did give me chill fallens. Okay, that's gonna give me a bunch of stuff. Maybe some healing. Fuck. Now Ragnaros, please. That's also fucky. That's also fucky. Could shuffle it in his deck. 5 damage AoE and such. This draws me amalgams, I think. I'd rather summon a copy of this. This could be cute. Could be a little bit too much though. I don't need it right now. Let's chill. Oh god, he knew what that was. Oh, that's dumb. Ish. Random ball sack, go. Think we're actually in the clear-ish. Famous last words, of course. Oh god. Did he get a dragon though? Drag on these nuts. Did, the little booger. My Death Rattle was after his, that's nice. Okay. Dead Amber. I think I'll take it. Start blasting. Okay, he is on the ropes. He should have Ceaseless still. Oh god, no, he already played Ceaseless. Random bullshit, go. Fuck me, man. Well, yeah, I don't know what to say. This could end horribly wrong for him. He could take a lot of fatigue here. Let's hope that happens. Well, fuck. Well, fuck. There's one. May he have another. That was 0 points of damage, by the way. I mean, why wouldn't it, Kaz? It's a battle cry, innit? Random bullshit, go. Failed trumpet sound intensifies so far. Thank fuck we got this. Okay. That was not very worth it for him to do without being able to discover there, I can tell you that much. That was just random for him. QL. Okay. I don't have lethal right now. So let's just heal out of reasonable range. I can even heal back to full thanks to this fuck. Yeah, why not? There you go, back to foliage. Oh, we're actually having 63, damn. Okay, figured it out. Well, that was fun, but not for him. Jesus, that was a long-ass game. Thank you for the follow, Ivan X. Appreciate ya. Against the Woodya. Against the Woodya. I'm on full tossage. Full tossage that sausage. Yeah, I need to figure out what the fuck happened with my follower goal, guys. My follower goal seems to be of the fucked up kind. I can tempo this if he decides to skip a turn for something else. Okay, that's actually good. Okay, those live the full life. So be it. Yeah, it can be definitely grindy, IJ. The grind is real in today's day and age.
I remember this place well.
Okay, he's probably gonna go for a 1-mana copy or 5-mana copy. 5-mana copy also ain't too bad. That ought to do it. Murloc Ruse. Wait. Okay, he did not get the copy, guys, so he's not particularly happy about that. Can't copy his cubicles, dummies, that kind of bullshit. That clears the board. That's all it does. That's all it do, nephew. This guy's not gonna have enough damage against us to kill us off if things go reasonably well for either of us. He's just not gonna have that amount of damage at his disposal. Huh? Champions of Azeroth. That might be unreasonably well for him. Either way, let's start getting out of range. Okay, gotta get rid of that. It's really not coming down to kill Jaden in this game. Let's just go with these shits. Would have been on the Riggy side if either of these died, not gonna lie. Let's be somewhat aggressive here. The YouTube has definitely been blasting lately. Mainly due to the fact that I have been uploading like crazy lately too, but still we are getting some pretty amazing results. Closing in on 350,000 views for the month. Kinda insanesies. Kinda insanesies. Yeah, quite a few eyeballs. Which also has meant a lot of new eyeballs have been seeing the content too. Some of which not so happy about what they're seeing, but yeah. Some people are not enjoying it as much, but that is to be expected. At the end of the day, I'm doing my thing. Who enjoys it, enjoys it. Okay, let's keep on growing these healthages. This guy discovered that city defense, I'm not gonna be touching that. Next turn Ferrac might be something to do. Can somebody follow again? Wanna see if this freaking follower goal is working or not. Feels like it ain't. Feels like it ain't. Okay, that ain't too bad. I'd say Ferrac can fuck him up nicely here. Let's go ahead and do that. My idiots are still alive and kicking, that's nice. I hope his ain't though. That was a bad burn. I was not very happy burning that. Okay. He might also be burning apparently. This could have been worse if we gotta be completely honest. Could have gone worse. It's a lot of damage this man's receiving. Shelly going bye-bye. Could have been better, could have been worse. This guy is reasonably low on the health area too for my Husky boys to start slapping him. But Ziliax should be in our future soon. They don't normally run Brawl anymore, so he's actually quite in danger here. He is an endangered species. That's cool on that. But are you gonna move? Could be a Brawl in there. It ain't. Best he can get there as a testing dummy again, I guess. Wouldn't be too great though. Come on, bro, let it go. It's not worth it. Okay. It's playing hard to get. Okay, that went awfully riggy there, by the way. Imagine killing off both my Taunty idiots with 8 damage, but I've been enjoying it for almost 2 years now. Game is actually awfully good. Which reminds me, I do have a updated code. This is my new download link. So let me edit that out. This song is fire.
Job's done.
Job is done. There we have it. Nice and updated. So yeah, if you ever thought about trying the game, I can tell you the game is actually much better than you might have thought, much better than you might have seen. Heck, much better than you've tried. Because game a few years ago, not exactly the same game no more, guys. A lot of things have changed for the better, I can tell you that much.
The citadel stands strong.
Okay, against this Rogo, I'm still gonna want to copy stuff.
I remember this place well.
Should I go for 5 mana or for 1 mana? I think 1 mana is enough. That ain't it. There it is. Let's try. I might summon a copy of my leeches. Them sons of leeches. Thank you for the follow, Buffrey Moran. But yeah, my follower goal seems to be of the fucky kind. It ain't working, guys. It ain't working.
Blaze a trail.
I shall resolve.
Oh man, I was using those. Okay, my sons of leeches. Sons of leeches. Let's do this again. He just used removal. Let's see if he has more where that came from. Would have been nice if our location was active for this as well, but it's not that big a gain nowadays. Before the nerf, sure, getting extra husk would be great. Nowadays, not so much. It's kind of the same Z's.
Eight combatants enter, and I take the crown.
Could have been worse. Could have been worse. Let's just suck him all. Let's see what this do first still. Another Son of Lich. Could just do that. But that's not gonna be enough, so I'd rather still do this. Sure. He did draw 3 minions, so if that's triple Agam, I'm in deep shit. We're about to find out. Doesn't seem like it is. Triple Ferak instead. That should be fine. Obviously famous last words. I'd be happy if I don't burn a card now. Wouldn't be the end of the world if I do. Sick burn, yeah. Uh-oh, poopy. Was that important? It better not be. That better not have been important. That better not have been important, guys. Okay, has explosive runes up. Well, that much we know. Not sure why he's still in this game. I'm pretty sure he's also asking himself the same question. But let's just gain even more. Bigger, better health. Keep on sucking on him. That's about it. Poopy. Yeah, burn them all. Draw harder, daddy. Okay, things are getting a little bit on the fucky side here. Wee bit on the fucky side there. What can we do about it? I could do a corpse explosion thanks to this guy. I am gonna eat 5 damage to the move thanks to that though. That's gonna leave me with a couple of mana. Couple of mana is not ideal. I could actually start off with this guy so we take less damage. He drew 3 thanks to Bob. I don't trust my Ferak. This game's half won, so why would I risk it with a stupid Ferak? Yeah, let me just do this. So I can take... fuck the less damage, guys. Come on, be real. We don't care about it. Let's just do this. We're still on full-on 30 health, so what's the worst that can happen? Empty board. If he wants to play Ferak on this, so be it. Bob the Bobber. Bobber group. Wait. Okay, that's a lot of damage, fam. Another explosive rune up and fuck, man. We're taking hits. Think it's gonna have to go down with Ferak here, huh? See that then. Surely he helps. Fuck. Shit, dude, we're almost dead. I'm gonna gain armor through this. But, we are not supposed to be this low. Shit, dude, it's too off lethal, too. 33% chance, maybe less if he deals with this first. We're actually in a fucked up state right now. 50-50 like this. Fucking GG. God damn it, son. How the hell did you beat me like that? That Ferak really gave him, huh? I was at 50 health, bro. Are you freaking kidding me right now? 50 health. Just like that. Sure, buddy. Of course my dragon couldn't handle a couple of idiots on the board. That was so freaking dumb.